Here we have the runic trident for protection. The entrance into the grounds. And here we have a brick version with two supporting cornerstones and the circle of life at the core of life protection. The two tridents. So that's the entrance. You go between the two. And then you have the platform right here. The area of movement, summoning, the spotlight, the focal point, the center, the stage. Here we have a chimney of sorts. This represents the salamandrake dragon medicine, the fire element here. You've got a boulder inside there representing the mind stone, the one-pointed concentration of the martial dragon. Here we have the throne, which is where I sit, meditate, and from here to my left is the extension. So I would hold my hand out this way, thus letting my energy fall into the circuit. So it would go up this line of rocks into the tower. This is where the fires are had, the offerings are made. And the circuit would thus bring the energy up here into the cross with the anchors, the various anchors. Here we have a platform for offering, for stones, whatever you want to offer up to the cross. Offerings that can't be burned. Here is the guardian of the cross, the watch and the sentry. This little one right here is a stone to represent someone that I was praying for who was suicidal, and I was giving them some prayer-backed magic. And here on the offering table we have various little creatures that represent spirits of the wasteland. This one is the abomination. This one here is the wisp of the wind. This one here is a creature, let's say, of the wind, but also of the fire, of the stoking flame. This one is the witch, or the ghoul, the banshee, the creepy wraith-like tall thing lurking over the trees and the shadows. This is the brute, or the glob, the blob. Phoenixville is the hometown of the Blob movie. That's a good association there. And over here is a little home for sprightly natured or fairy natured spirits of the wasteland, which is housed on the border, the edges of the fairy forest behind the ritual grounds. Here is a new addition I did yesterday. So this is the landing zone for the UFO, and that also represents Babylon right there. So Babylon as the landing zone for the UFO, or the coming of the ultra-terrestrial, ultra-temporal ascended masters who have transcended time and space, coming out of time from the future, in the future past, to reveal to us the nature of our light bodies and our potential for collective ascension into a mass light being of humanity. And this one right here is the beast, or the titan, who is coming out of the mind of the demiurge. That's what that represents, is the demiurge. And so out of the demiurge is this titan here, this globular Cthulhu thing coming out of the unconscious abyss, creeping up on Babylon. So we have the titan from the unconscious, which also represents the UFO. There are two sides to it. There are the dark and the light, obviously. But yeah, here is the mind of the beast. This is Satan's lair. This is my subconscious. This is the brainstem, the subconscious, the unconscious of the demiurge, the creator of the world, the programmer of the reality matrix. It has its horns. Here I recently had this staff. It was this and this connected, but I broke it yesterday in a ritual stomping of it. It was right here. I broke it, and now it makes out an M for myth or matrix or whatever have you. The various prayer ties all represent various prayers. And so another new addition is this one right here. That one's secret. I cannot tell you what that one represents. But that's where it lies, right there. Also, this one is new, as of yesterday. A staff of power. It's a polarized erection over there. There you have it. So the fairyland, fairy forest, as I told you about, is here. The entrance into it is here. In the entrance, we have these magical amulets. So you have the Book of the Phoenix, various magical sayings and symbols in it. Little amulet here with a clover on it. The clover is very magical because of the leprechauns who helped me out with this place. The octopus representing the subconscious, and Cthulhu, the power of the magnificent mass of the abyss. Here we have a ring, a sober ring, a sober living ring from AA. This represents my will to power through sobriety as a watchman in the night, staying sober, alert, diligent, and vigilant. Obviously, we have the beautiful psychedelic star upside down within the right side up. This is the fairy glamour here to represent the entrance into the fairyland. This is a very magical place. You don't want to go unless you're very respectful to the spirits, the fairies, because they will eat your soul from the inside out. Oh yeah, there you have it. Fun times.